Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Death and Destiny. I'm Death from Above, and the House of Wolves is drawing near. So, one of the things I wanted to talk about is the guns from the Dark Below. So, Expansion 1 brought us all new weapons from the Vanguard and from all of the factions. And when House of Wolves drops, all those guns are going to go away, and the new guns are going to come and replace them in the House of Wolves. So I'm going to make a video on each faction and the Vanguard. We're going to do the Vanguard right now. Talk about their weapons. The Vanguard weapons are not that. Well, let's do Crucible weapons. We're going to do Crucible. So we're going to talk about the weapons of each handler and which ones I think you should buy before the Dark Below hits. Because you got about 2 weeks, and that's just enough time to get just enough marks to buy them. So we're going to talk about each gun, whether you should buy them, what situations maybe they'd be useful in, and should you do it before the Dark Below drops. So let's start with Crucible. We're going to look at the Do-Gooder 5. It's an auto rifle. I don't have any experience with this auto rifle. It looks really cool. It's got a really long suppressor for no reason. It has persistence, third eye, single point sling, perfect balance, and snapshots. These are kind of PvP setups. Red dot, ranged lens. These are all PvP setups. The rate of fire is pretty high. The magazine's pretty small, and the impact is decent for an auto rifle. Now, the auto rifle nerf has probably injured these weapons beyond worth. So I would not necessarily recommend this one because the only instance I could see its usefulness is in PvP, and auto rifles in PvP are not worth it right now. So I'm gonna have to pass on this one. It's interesting. But until reforging becomes a thing, and reforging is not possible on these weapons, so if they don't have the perks you want, there's no point in getting them. In House of Wolves, the weapons will be reforgeable. There'll be a little thing right here you can take to the gunsmith and reforge them. They may be a lot nicer then all you gotta worry about is these perks right here. But as for now, this gun with these perks, I don't think so. It's a PvP perk set, and I don't think it's a very good one. Now, this For the People with the glass half full, Field Scout, Persistence, that one's not bad. I would give this one a thought, especially with Hammer Forge. You can switch between Hammer Forge and Field Scout. This has got some potential in PvE, so player versus enemy. It's got some good sights. I like the red dot sights. Range lens is okay too. But once again, it's an auto rifle, so they've kind of nerfed those a little bit, so they're not as effective as they used to be. But it's still better than the other one, and it's decent. I would give this one a look if you're into auto rifles and you want an interesting one. Now, look at the 123 SYZYGY. Ziggy. I don't know what that is. It's got Grenadier, spray. I like spray and play. I use that a lot. Single point sling, speed reload, and perfect balance. It's got really low impact though. As we'll look at the next one, you'll see this one has amazing impact. This one, not much impact. That's a pea shooter. And it doesn't have any perks that improve that, so I would probably pass on this one. And like I said, these are all my personal opinions. I could be completely wrong about something. If you see that I am, let me know. Or let me know why you picked something, and I'd love to hear it from you. Now, 3 little words. I will tell you this right now. I bought this gun last week because it is a gun that you're going to want. So, rate of fire is not too great. The magazine's kind of small, but that impact for a pulse rifle is amazing. And pulse rifles, when they were buffed a couple months ago, have become pretty good. And it's got some good lenses. I don't think I have mine on me right now to show you the lenses. No, I don't. It's on another character. But I bought the vendor version of 3 little words, and I'm pretty happy with it. It's PvE, it's really good, but PvP is where it's going to shine because it has the head seeker. Body shots will increase precision damage for a short time, and it has third eye, so you can always ADS and not have to worry about your radar disappearing. And then snapshot will be useful in PvP too. And then you have high caliber rounds and fitted stock if you want to play around with those in PvE. This is a PvP strong contender. This can kind of be a baby Red Death, something like that. Like a multi-tool or Red Death kind of shoved into one. And if you lose some of the exoticness, you get this gun. I have yet to try it out in PvP. I just unlocked the third eye. I'm probably going to do a Legendary Max video on it when I get it there, so look for that. But definitely, in my opinion, buy the 3 little words. Now, the Saturnine Rapier. This is another one that I would recommend you purchase if you like scout rifles. This one has an Outlaw and Firefly, so those headshots are going to make the target explode and give you crazy fast reload. It's also got a pretty decent impact. You can see the other one's doesn't have near as much impact. So the Saturnine Rapier has some great impact, great perks on this vendor Crucible Scout Rifle. Definitely recommend this one if you like scout rifles. The only reason I don't have it is because I have 2 or 3 other scout rifles with these same perk sets, with the Outlaw, with the Firefly, with the Hammer Forged, and I can't bring myself to buy a third one because I don't think I would ever use it. And I will wait on this one because I have other ones similar. My Galleon's Demise has it. I have a Vanguard one that has it. Can't remember the name of the Vanguard one off the top of my head, but it's got it. So, but this is a great perk set. If you don't have a scout rifle like this, I recommend this one. It's a good one. And then we have the Beeline Trauma. It's got a quicker rate of fire than the Saturnine Rapier, a little less impact, but it's got a larger magazine. This one has Rodeo and Mulligan. I never have liked Mulligan. I never really noticed it working. So, just with those 2 main perks, I'd probably pass on that Beeline Trauma. Now, TFWPKY. That stands for The Fall Will Probably Kill You, 1969. It's a reference to Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Just found that out today. So let's look at this one. It's got a 10-round magazine. The impact is pretty good. Rate of fire is kind of low. It has Return to Cinder. Kills grant bonus ammo to the magazine. It doesn't happen all the time. If it happened every time you got a kill, I'd be down for it. But I haven't noticed it. Maybe I'm wrong. But I don't have this perk on many of my weapons. I don't consider it a great perk. But here we got Mulligan again. It does have Field Scout, so that's good. But with this perk set, I would probably pass on this gun. It's a cool looking gun. If you could get one out of a drop that has better perks, I'd recommend it. But not that one, no. So, the Trolley Problem. Now, the Trolley Problem has amazing impact and range. Great impact and range. The charge rate is really slow. But this vendor version with Double Down and Who's Next? Oh, Who's Next? I thought that was Final Round. Never mind. So Double Down's good for PvP, but Who's Next? A kill with the final round increases reload speed. That's too much of a hit or miss perk. I don't like it. The accelerated coils does help a whole bunch on this gun. I've got one with different perks, and the accelerated coils really do make it competitive. But this kills it for me. That Who's Next? I don't like this one. I don't think I would stick it. If that was final round, I'd be like PvP all day. But no, it's Who's Next. So I would pass on the Trolley Problem. Now, 2 to the Morgue. I have a 2 to the Morgue with Shot Package and Hammer Forge, and it is amazing. But this one with Luck in the Chamber and Crowd Control, it's kind of a hit or miss weapon. If you want it for PvE, it's probably going to be pretty good with the Hammer Forge and the Crowd Control, taking out large groups of enemies. If you like that kind of thing, because the rate of fire is pretty decent on this gun. It's not slow like the Fellwinter's Lie. It's kind of in between the Fellwinter's and the Secret Handshake, with a little bit more impact. So it's a pretty strong gun. Definitely, if you need a Void shotgun, it's good for PvE. I wouldn't recommend it for PvP. Doesn't look like it's worth it. Now, Y09 Longbow Synthesis with Mulligan and Spray and Play. I would go ahead and pass on this. I don't like Mulligan. This is a great gun if you can get it to drop with other perks, but Mulligan, I just don't like it. It does have the Ambush Scope and Field Scout, but Mulligan and the other perks, not so good. Maybe for PvE with the lightweight, it's decent. But I don't like the Mulligan. Now we have the Against All Odds. I have an Against All Odds with really, really good perks. It's a slow firing, heavy machine gun that's got a lot of power. This one has Field Scout, comes with Persistence and Grenadier. I don't like it. I don't like Grenadier on this type of weapon. There's a couple weapons where I really like Grenadier, but not this one. So I would probably pass on the vendor version of this weapon. And last, we have the Valedictorian 944. It's got Clown Cartridge, it's got Grenades and Horseshoes, and it's got Heavy Payload, Quick Draw, Snapshot, Smart Drift Control, Hard Launch. This is a very good rocket launcher for PvP. Excuse me. It starts out with a 2-round magazine. The Clown Cartridge will probably take it to 3 rounds if you get that, probably 1 in every 4 reloads. But the Grenades and Horseshoes is really good for Crucible gameplay, for PvP. And you can see it's got some Hard Launch. I would probably go with Hard Launch. And maybe Quick Draw or Heavy Payload. These are some good perks. I would definitely give this one a strong consideration for PvP. So that's the rundown of the Crucible weapons of the Dark Below. You have my recommendations. Let me know what you think about some of them. If you have the vendor version and if you like it. Like I said, they can all drop with different perks, but we're just talking about the vendor versions because you can just come here and buy them before they switch out for the House of Wolves. So guys, as always, I'm Death from Above. I really appreciate the views. I thank you for watching this far. And if you have any comments for me, you want to take a look at something, always just let me know in the comments or send me a tweet or come to my Twitch channel. Anyway, anything you want to do, I'm here for you, man. So, I'm Death from Above. I will see you next time, guys. See you, bye. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Death and Destiny. I'm Death from Above. Fallen, they've invaded. It's crazy. We're doing an exotic maxed video today. I have my Thorn, my PvP bruiser. We're going to blast some fools with it, and then we'll take a look at it. So, we're doing an exotic max video. I always do my maxed videos in the daily mission with level 30 enemies. So, max level enemies with a maxed out weapon. Boom, boom, boom. Headshots all around. So, you get a true experience and portrait of the damage it can put out against high level